It doesn't look as if you've moved. It's brilliant.
Right, okay, that's good. Yeah, I was just gonna say, we were just talking there about all this stuff on Instagram where it's like, "Oh, 10K month this, like 20K month that." I'm like, I don't wanna hit 20K a month. Like, obviously, that would be lovely, but it's so unrealistic for me and for a lot of people. I just think, let's get realistic about this. When we're working mums, we maybe have instead of a 40-hour week, we might have 15 or 20. How the ruddy buggers are all gonna be in 10K a month? Well, yeah, we could shoot for that. But I think we just need to not beat ourselves up when we're not having those amazing Instagram finance times.
No. And do you know what? I think that might actually be the title of the episode. Let's get realistic about this, because so much of what we see is not real. It's not realistic.
Yeah, 100%. And I'm trying to, I don't know, I think in the community that I'm trying to grow, I'm trying to create a space where there is a lot of sharing of honest moments and how we're
Mm.
getting on honestly, as self-employed mums, rather than thinking we have to fit into this box of perfection.
The question that I asked you before we had a little break was where this drive, this ambition to help comes from. Was there anything sort of in your formative years that led you down this path?
Oh God, nothing is springing to mind, but I think I don't know, I think I'm always a lot of my friends and family tell me that when they need to talk about something, I'm the one that they come to. I'm such a listener. I'm not a talker, I'm not a presenter, I'm a listener. Um, I don't know where the urge to help people comes from. I think I was brought up in a very sort of nurturing, very sort of salt of the earth northern family. I think that's just an inherent, like, caring for others. It's just a very inherent thing that's, been part of my family, really. I don't really question it.
It's funny that you say that you're a listener and not a talker, and here we are on a podcast. Um, and being an educator, I'm in rooms with lots of different children all the time, and there's this drive, this pressure for the listeners, for the observers to contribute, to take part. But actually, I don't I don't understand why there is so much pressure on people who prefer to listen to always shout their mouth off.
It is bizarre, isn't it? I don't
Yeah.
know why the world wants to make everyone fit into the extroversion box. I think it's maybe starting to change a bit, but I think there's definitely still a pressure for introverts just to turn it on, and that's fine. I've got used to that, and I understand that if people are gonna find my work or buy my offer or whatever, I understand I need to talk about it in whatever way that is. But I'm just learning that I can talk about it through writing. I can make reels where I'm doing a voiceover. There are so many different ways for me to show up, get my voice heard as an introvert, but I'm not gonna try and force myself to be something I'm not. Accepted that is who I am, and it's kinda like it or lump it.
Well, exactly. For those people who are listening, if you feel the same way, you're in the right place, because, we don't have to be something that we're not. We can find those community spaces like the one you're creating, Amy, to exist as you are. Um, and if people listening want to reach out to you,
Mm.
where can we find you?
Right, well, I was saying to you before, I am in a really early stage of developing this offer, so then there might be a name change coming down the line, who knows? But I think the safest place to find me is on my website, so it's amy-lord.com, and on Instagram, I'm Amy Lord Creative, all one word.
At the start of this process of creating the podcast, I was looking at this question of whether creativity was a necessity or a luxury. What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's a necessity. I would say, like, from a personal standpoint, I think creativity has saved me a little bit. A lot, actually. I think through certain times in my life, particularly in the last 5 years, I went through a really late stage pregnancy loss, and I think if I hadn't have had creativity in that period, I don't really know where I'd be. It absolutely got me through sort of being in creative flow, and if I'm honest, being distracted and just having creativity as a way to get through that time, was just yeah, it saved me. So creativity for me was an absolute necessity. And just to add to that, I feel like when you tap into your creative energy, whether you're a mum or not, whether you're anyone, I feel like that just has such a waterfall effect on the rest of your life, on your work, on your parenting, your relationships. It's just such an incredible energy source. I'm not sure where anyone would be without it, to be honest.